In April 1964, less than a year after World War II ended, the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights came into existence. These rights were established to prevent the horrors of war again. Eleanor Roosevelt was the chair of the 18-member commission with the task to draft a document that would safeguard the inherent rights of the people. The Declaration of the Human Rights are to protect the rights that are inherited to all human beings, regardless of their sex, their race, nationality, language, ethnicity, religion, or any other status. Human rights include the right to life and liberty, the freedom from slavery and torture, the freedom of opinion and expression, the right to work and education, just to name a few. Freedom from fear, freedom of expression, gender equality, and child rights are only a few issues in the human rights that are occurring around the world. Everyone has the right to be free from fear of violence or war. However, there are many people that are living in fear due to war-stricken countries or violence. Even if the people are free from the violence and the war, they may not be free from the fear that they experience from their memories and nightmares of these events. Increasing the rights of food, education, water, and adequate housing will prevent civil war due to the increase in availability of resources. Throughout the world, many people face violence or imprisonment as a result of exercising their right to freedom of expression. Everyone should have the right to educate themselves through receiving or sharing information and ideas without fear of persecution. Proactive media will help increase the freedom of expression to those wanting to express their ideas like gay rights, the civil rights movement, and women's suffrage, just to name a few. According to the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, all people are born equal, regardless of their gender, religion, race, or age. However, there are women all over the world who experience violation of the human rights, extending from subtle discrimination in some countries to being treated as second-class citizens in others. Currently, UNICEF's aim surrounding women is to empower young girls so when they reach maturity, they feel confident to stand up for what they believe in and their rights. This is in alignment with feminist and education activist Malala Yousafzai and her charity Malala Fund in promoting education and opportunity for girls. Through this promotion of gender equality and women's empowerment, males are being exposed to this changing reality, changing their opinions of women as well. Around the world, there are children who are denied their human rights. They are forced to work without hope of an education, or forced to be child soldiers, or are abandoned and left to make a life for themselves on the streets. Ways to reduce child workers, child soldiers, or children being on the streets fighting to survive would be increasing the education opportunities for children in third world countries. Running schools closer to town will allow children more time at home and less time travelling. By scheduling school hours around things like halves time, will allow families to still have all the help they need. Around the world, there are women and children's shelters set up to help homeless women and children get back on their feet.